Hi, this is Paul. I want to do a video. Unfortunately, it's been a while, but it's a terrible circumstance that happened that a woman excuse me, named Renee Good was murdered, in my opinion, okay, in Minneapolis by an ICE agent, okay? And, of course, the FBI is investigating it, and I have no faith that Cash Patel, the most incompetent FBI director, is going to charge anybody with anything. Okay, and I definitely have no faith that Pam Bondi will charge, Attorney General will charge anybody anyway. I just think, and they're saying that now, supposedly they were working, the FBI was working with Minneapolis, with the state people there, and then they all of a sudden they said they pushed them out, and they barred them from the evidence and stuff, and they're conducting their own private investigation themselves. But I have zero faith that they will do anything because you already, like I said, within I think even an hour of this lady being killed, okay, they were already labeling her a domestic terrorist, okay, and it's just, and JD Vance another guy I think is a moron, okay, and trying to justify it, and getting indignant when reporters are asking him questions about it, and he's trying to say, oh, this FBI agent, this ICE agent was in fear of his life. And spare me, we've seen the video, JD. Okay, so stop lying. Okay, stop lying to us like we can't see with our eyes what happened. Okay, so again, this administration is so corrupt and so blatantly corrupt, and they basically trying to tell you don't believe your eyes, believe our lies. Okay, and Christy Nome, again, another incompetent person. Okay, again, she's the one that I think the first one to label her domestic terrorism. Then of course Trump went on Truth Social to spread his evil brand of lies. Again, just horrible human beings. Okay, they're absolutely horrible human beings, and again, they're literally destroying this country, in my opinion. Just a bunch of horrible human beings. Okay, and now they also said, oh, this agent a couple of months back got dragged because he tried to punched through the back window of a car, okay, and tried to open up the door from the back, and the person who was driving the car sped out, and he got dragged. Okay, now of course they caught the person. Okay, and now if this guy was so traumatized by that, because this is what JD Vance is trying to say. Oh, this is a good reason why this agent fired so fast. He's basically trying to justify it, saying this is because this agent got dragged a couple of months ago. If he was so terrorized by being dragged, since he thought he was Superman punching through car windows, okay, then he shouldn't have been on the street. Okay, and then they released body. I think the cell phone video that this agent was filming. He was actually filming it, believe it or not. And they actually, if you go online, you can probably watch the lady, them interviewing her, and she has a back and forth with the agents and stuff. And now also you had and she was blocking. Okay, they said, oh, she was blocking these ICE agents and stuff and preventing them from doing their jobs. No, she wasn't. Okay, and they said there was one agent that tried to open up her car door, but of course her car door was locked, and there was one agent telling her to get out of here, and then you see her try to back up the car and drive off when this agent fired 3 times at I think one bullet hit the car windshield, and then the other two hit the lady I think twice in the head, and then it was something that was easily preventable. She was not trying to run down this agent. Okay, I don't care what JD Vance says. Okay, he's just spitting the company line. Okay. And please, I have zero respect for any of them. Okay, to me, they're a bunch of criminals and a bunch of psychopaths. Okay, and I definitely believe in karma, and I believe karma will get them eventually. Because I just, it kind of just makes you lose faith in humanity with these incompetent people that are just running around here. And like I said, Renee Good didn't deserve that. Okay, now she had 3 kids. Now these 3 kids are orphans, and just to see, I can't even imagine her family, because obviously this is the news and they keep playing it over and over again on TV. And you got to watch that, and my heart breaks for her and her family and her kids. She didn't deserve that. Okay, and again, I blame Donald Trump. Okay, for putting his mass Gestapo on the streets. Okay, basically to terrorize Americans and keep people in fear. Okay, that's all what it was. Okay, these ICE agents should not be masked. Okay. And the only reason, now they do have this agent's name, okay, It's been put out there, but I'm not going to say it in this video. Because firstly, I don't think he deserves it. Okay, and I'm hoping. I have zero faith that Cash Patel or Pam Bondi will charge this, charge this ICE agent with anything. And I think J.D. Vance even tried to say, oh, he has complete immunity, which I don't believe is true. Okay, first of all, I don't believe anything out of J.D. Vance's mouth because he's a born liar and a sucker. So I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. And I hope that the people in Minneapolis, the state people, are able to bring justice to Renee Good and her family. Okay, and because we know that Donald Trump, like I said, in the wild event that the FBI finds him guilty or enough to charge him, which I don't think it will happen. Okay, I definitely don't think it will happen. Trump will just pardon him anyway. Okay, and they may just do that just to try to quiet the storm down, but I don't think that will work. I think the state of Minneapolis, okay, should be the ones to charge him for a state crime, so that way Trump pardon won't work. Okay, and again, my heart goes out to this lady. She didn't deserve this. Okay, and again, Donald Trump, the evil human being that he is, the complete narcissist that he is. Okay, he went on a spiel I think an hour after this even happened. He went on a spiel, just disparaging this lady and all these right-wing idiots online disparaging this lady, saying that she deserved it and all this stuff, and just making crude remarks about her sexuality and everything else. Just absolutely horrible and horrendous. Okay, and it kind of makes you lose faith in humanity. Okay, to see this stuff happening in this country, it really, really shakes your faith in humanity. Okay, but I do believe in karma, and I do believe karma will come. Okay, and I think karma will eventually visit Donald Trump, J.D. Vance. Okay, I think even this agent. Okay, I think karma will come to these people. Okay, and again, my heart goes out to her, Renee Good, and her family. And I just can't even imagine to go through that and to see that. And you already, again, your mother's not even dead 24 hours. They're already labeling her a domestic terrorist. Really? A domestic terrorist? Okay? I just can't even imagine this. Now, all these people, these right-wing guys that when Charlie Kirk was murdered, told everybody, don't make fun of him, don't do memes and stuff, accuse the left of making fun of Charlie Kirk. But now you see them making fun of this lady to try to justify her being murdered by this ICE agent, allegedly. Okay? I have to say that, allegedly. All right? Or if he ever gets charged. Okay? But, again, it breaks my heart to see this happened to her, and again, my heart goes out to her kids, and she didn't deserve this, and frankly, nobody deserves this. And I just pray that again, karma will come to Donald Trump, okay, Christine Ohm, J.D. Vance, okay, and all these ICE agents running around without masks on. I still don't. Again, Congress is so pathetic, okay, that you let these ICE agents run around this country with masks on, okay? No law enforcement runs around with masks on, okay? They don't do it. You don't see cops running around with masks on, okay? And these ICE agents want to do their job. They should do it, okay, with their face uncovered and their badge numbers visible, okay? So people know who they are, okay? But again, like I said, I think eventually karma's going to come. There's going to be a federal investigation. I think there will. It'll come. It'll happen, okay? And all these people that are signed up for ICE, their names are listed somewhere because they got to get paid. So their names are listed in a database somewhere, okay? And it'll be easy to find them, okay? Because these incidents have to be documented, okay? All these incidents with these ICE agents, they're going to be documented, okay? So you can find them, okay? And like I said, Donald Trump thinks he's going to, and like I said, he'll think that, oh, okay, let them do that if they win the House. And they started these investigations. Oh, I could just pardon these guys. But again, like I said, I believe in karma, and I definitely believe karma's coming for him. Okay, him, J.D. Vance, all these people, these suck-ups in his administration, these corrupt people that work for him, and corrupt, in my opinion, that work for him. I believe karma's going to come for all of them. Marco Rubio, Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, all of them. Okay, I believe in karma, and I do believe karma's going to come for all of them. And again, my heart goes out to Renee Good, and because you shouldn't have been, never should have happened to you in America, okay? But again, you got a president who doesn't give a crap about people, only cares about himself, okay? and he put these mass thugs, and again, this is my opinion, on the street, and they just happened to, again, allegedly murder an American, okay? And it breaks my heart, okay? And it really does. And I just hope karma comes quick, okay? I'm getting tired of waiting on karma. Karma is is kind of slow, but I think eventually it will come, okay? And again, my heart breaks for their family, okay? Renee Good and her family. Anyway, let me know what you think of this whole situation. Feel free to leave comments down below. In the description box are links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, a link to my main channel, Trepacer, in the description box as well. Also, a link down below to my merchandise store. I have I sell t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. I have the Trepacer logo. I also have the spherical circles. Those are the two designs I have on my merch. Follow a link, it'll take you to my merchandise store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.